Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're back on F1 2015 for another episode of our F1 2015 career mode, and today we are here in Hungary. Last race in Britain was pretty crazy. I'm not going to spoil the result if you haven't seen it, but it was a pretty crazy race. But yeah, here in Hungary today, it's a track that I quite like, but it's kind of meh, to be honest. Yeah, the next part, which is Spa, should be out really soon as well, so I look forward to that. But yeah, here in practice, and I have to say, my setup really wasn't working for me. The car felt horrible to drive. Yeah, it just felt completely terrible. But another thing to note is that for qualifying, I did actually move up the difficulty of the AI to Legend. So that should be interesting. To see how it was, because I was thinking in qualifying I was out-qualifying the AI by massive amounts. So I decided to move it up to Legend just for qualifying to see what would happen. Yeah, just to see how things would go. But here we are in qualifying on our lap. Our first lap is only good enough for P12 because we're on Legend AI and we're down in the first sector, so not looking great so far. But hopefully we can improve on this lap, because P12 really isn't that great, is it? But yeah, the car did feel horrible to drive as well. It wasn't a particularly good lap, and it was just understeering through every single corner. It was really annoying. Yeah, as you can see, we're still a little bit down on our personal best time, so that is kind of worrying. I think Legend AI might be a little bit too hard at the moment for us, especially with this understeering setup that we've got on. But coming through the final corner now, what lap time are we going to set? DRS open. Across the line it's a 24.6, and that's only good enough for P6, 2 seconds off Rosberg. My car did feel terrible, and it wasn't a great lap, but that really isn't good enough, so yeah, so oh my word! As you can see, we span and we just went flying up into the air. Let's look at that on the replay. What just happened there? Coming round the first corner. Just get on the grass. I have no idea what that was. We just completely... I have no clue what that was. Alright. But yeah, for the race, I believe I'm going to move the AI back down to Expert, because Legend was too hard. And we've only ended up in P9. At the end of qualifying, which is interesting. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton not anywhere on there, so something bad has happened to Lewis Hamilton. But here we are for the race, guys. 5 lights are out. We need a good start, and for once it looks like we've actually got a good start. Maybe even my first good getaway initially of the season. We're going to have the inside line for turn 1. How many people can we get? Trying to squeeze past Hulkenberg. We're side by side. Good start so far. Hulkenberg is next up the road. Hopefully we can get him going down into this corner. Driving it down his inside. The AI will be a little bit easier than qualifying. Danny Kvyat is up next. We're trying to get a run on him into the blind left-hand corner. This will be a fantastic move if we can get him here. And yes, we do go down the inside of him. We did go across the curb a little bit, but that was a nice move nonetheless. Let's just look at that on the replay. As you can see, we go down the inside of Hulkenberg. And then we get a run on Danny Kvyat, and this has been a really good start from 9th up into 4th place. So you can see going through the blind left-hand corner, just down his inside, nicely done. And yeah, already next up is Sebastian Vettel. So yeah, hopefully we can get past him as soon as possible. The car really didn't feel good to drive though, but yeah, coming into this slow chicane. Bouncing over the curbs there. Can we catch up to Vettel? Just coming through this middle sector. Looks fairly clean, which is good. Understeering a bit through there though, and through here. Just like understeering all the way around. This is what I mean about the setup. We're going to look at Race Director for a second. That's not Race Director. Alright. There we go. Just to see where Hamilton is. Hamilton is up into P10 after starting in 19th place. So he qualified in 19th, and he's got off to an absolutely raucous start. and he's got up in main 9 places in the first lap. So that's kind of ridiculous that he qualifies 19th and we're going to be having to worry about him in this race most likely. So you can see on lap 2 there's debris on the track. I believe that's from the first lap probably. But yeah, crazy race so far, all sorts are going on. Now cutting on to lap 4. Vettel pulling out the gap slightly. We're struggling for pace, guys, so really looking for a good few laps. Oh my god, we get shunted off. I had no clue what I was saying, and then Massa has just shunted us off the track. We're having a great old ding dong with him. We're gonna have to look on now on the replay though. Coming through here, as you can see, we're just there. We got it was a poor corner. Yeah, and then Massa just completely rams us off the circuit. Lucky we joined ahead of him, but he's gonna have the run on us. With the DRS as well, as you can see, he's on our outside now. Can we get it back? He's a long way ahead, so it's going to be hard. We're diving it down his inside. We don't make contact somehow. This is a great ding-dong, side by side. Massa's remained ahead. He's got the DRS again. So, yeah, look on the straight line. He's just pulling the way, but through the corners, we close up massively right on the back of him. Now coming into this blind left-hand corner. Get over the curb a bit, but we've got a run on him, nicely done, and he's coming back down our inside. This is great stuff. He's got the corner. Are we going to go down the inside into the chicane? Yes, we do. What a fantastic ding-dong with Felipe Massa. That was great racing there. Next up is Sebastian Vettel again, but he's quite a way ahead. And as you wait, we're going to look on that replay. Just look at Massa's front nose cone. That was weird. Alright, let's see if we can see on the replay. Yeah, look. He's lost his front nose cone. There's just a hole in it. And it makes his car look ugly as. Alright, I have no clue what's going on there. Yeah, but this is on board Lewis Hamilton. As you can see, he's stuck in traffic. So not great for Lewis Hamilton at the moment. That's good for us, of course. Now on to lap 6. Massa's got a run on us. He's going to have DRS. He's right there. Oh my word, he spun us. We've spun. We have spun. Oh my word, Ricardo. Oh my god, there's been a pile-up flying car. What the hell has just happened? Let's look on the replay. What the hell has just happened there? So, we try and block Massa. We go there. I'm not sure whose fault was that. And then we skid along the track. Ricardo lucky to miss us. And then boom. Oh my word, Massa just flies up. He loses a wheel. Incredible scenes. Incredible scenes, mate. Oh my word. That is crazy. Jesus, let's look on board Massa. Alright. Let's just try and get the onboard cam. Alright, that is crazy. Oh wow. Alright, so this is on board Felipe Massa. Let's see what it was like on board him. So he goes to our inside. And then he kind of turns into us. I'm not sure whose fault was that. And then he gets collected. And he just goes flying. Wait, no. Don't tell me he's still alive from that. Well done, Codemasters. Physics. Physics right there. He survives being flying in. This is on board Ricardo. You can see it all Hamilton. Hamilton, the lucky bugger, misses it. And are you serious? Ricardo doesn't even lose a front wing from ramming into Massa's arse and sending him to frickin' Venus. Alright. As you can see, it all happens in front of Hamilton. Hamilton is such a luggy bugger. In the game and in real life. What the hell? Alright. That is ridiculous, but that's not going to do well for our race. As you can see, Massa's there. And I'll tell you now, that was accidental. I will tell you now, when I was racing that, I was trying to press back. I wanted to carry on because there was incredible scenes. I'm not even kidding. I accidentally used the flashback. I tried to resume the race normally, and I accidentally used the flashback. I'm sorry about that, guys, but I guess it does make for better racing. But I am sorry about that, guys. Alright, I can't believe that. Alright. But coming into the pits on lap 7. Again, as I say, I am sorry about that. But yeah, our tyre wear was going off loads. Our suggested pit window was lap 12. And we just have low tyre wear. It's kind of ridiculous. I have no clue what is going on with my tyre wear this season. It's just terrible. Alright, but we are in P13 after the pit stops. But we're gonna have to put our foot down, guys, trying to make up these positions. As we are effectively in the battle for fourth, don't forget, as we're going down the inside of Grosjean. Nicely done. Ericsson up next. Trying to go around the outside, it turns the inside. I was going to say it was a lovely move until we hit him. My bad. Next up is Verstappen. But now cutting onto lap 9. This is when we're going to try and get past Verstappen, is it? Down the inside. Hardly any space. That was a lovely move. We kept the wheel within the white line. That was a lovely move. People coming into the pits now. And we set the fastest lap, so where did that come from? We've had no pace or race. And we just set the fastest lap from absolutely out of nowhere. Up into P10, lads. Let's go. Alonso's up next. Trying to go round the outside of him. Nicely done. Up into P9. Gradually working our way back up the field. Now cutting onto lap 11. Coming through the chicane. And Sebastian Vettel is out of the race. He's hit the wall, which means we're effectively in P3. But oh my word, what has happened to Sebastian Vettel? He just span and hit the wall and he's out of the race. As you can see, he's just coming through the chicane. And then he actually goes out there. So I have no clue what happened. He just couldn't turn. That is weird. Jeez, I have no clue what that is. But that means we are effectively in a podium paying position, guys. From absolutely out of nowhere. And that is incredible. Alright. But now we're cutting on to lap 11. More people in the pits. And we set a 23.9? Where is this pace coming from? That's insane. So suddenly out of nowhere we've got incredible pace. Oh wow. Alright, Kvyat's up next. Going down the inside of him. We are flying at the moment, guys. We're catching Bottas at a right rate of knots. He's quite far ahead, but we are catching him so quickly. And suddenly, guys, we have a race on our hands. If we play our cards right, we could even be looking at the win. Who knows? Damn, son. Damn. Alright, let's go. Come at me, Rosberg. Come at me. Let's go for it, alright, lads. But now on lap 15, coming into the pits. Just watch what happens. Yep. Just as we had a race on our hands. As you can see, I used a flashback, tried to do it again. And it kept on happening. I even did a mid-session save. This is ridiculous. Codemasters need to sort out these glitches. What is that? Just as we had a race on our hands for the lead. Would have been a fantastic race. As you can see after the mid-session save. Coming back into the pits. Sorry about that. See you next time in Spa.